Sure, Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz said on CNN yesterday, she said that Republicans are saying, yeah, let's just kick women out of this country. And the scary thing is, you have some low-information voters. They're going to believe it. They will, Snurdly. War on women. Don't doubt me on this. That's a reality we're going to have to come to grips with. So here comes Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz. And she's on CNN, and she's talking to Dana Bash, and Dana Bash didn't act like she was crazy when she heard this. So Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz, who, like Hillary Clinton, ought to have been laughed out of American politics years ago. Hillary Clinton, Trump's right, should be indicted for crying out loud, and would be were she a Republican. Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz is simply... you take what she says outside the political arena, she is sued into poverty for defamation and slander, and you name it. The woman can't tell the truth about Republicans to save her life. But since she's in politics, she's free to say whatever she wants to say. So the Democrats have concocted, with the help of ABC News, this war on women meme. And Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz, who still is the chairman of the Democrat National Committee, and by the way, ask yourself, why is that? Supposedly, she's this huge embarrassment. Supposedly, she won't shut up. She makes these crazy, wacko statements. The reason they haven't gotten rid of her is that she is viewed to be effective in some places. And admit it, folks, you run into leftists all the time that believe the most cockamamie, crazy stuff you can't believe. They believe it, but they do. About us, I mean. They are so impressionable, it's not funny. So here's Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz on CNN yesterday telling Dana Bash that all the remaining Republican presidential candidates are trying to out-Trump Donald Trump. They're saying, yeah, let's just kick women. Let's just kick them and the immigrants out of the country. Now, when did women end up in this? See, already the Democrats have made people believe that Republicans want to get rid of all the immigrants, when all anybody's interested in here is preserving America and American culture and assimilation and legal immigration. What everybody's up in arms about is no end in sight to open borders and illegal immigration. But the Democrats have convinced people that the Republicans want to find every immigrant there is and send them home. And now Debbie Blabbermouth Schultz throws women in the mix, and Dana Bash just sits there and nods. Now, I'm not saying everybody who watches this stuff's going to believe it, but we cannot count on the fact that people are going to hear this and laugh at it and think that this woman's an idiot. There are going to be people who believe it. I don't know what percentage of Democrat voters, but I'm telling you it's probably bigger than you think. No, she didn't jump the shark with that. If she jumped, she's jumped the shark. I don't know how many previous comments over the years. And by the way, you can't even find it. Drudge had this up. I saw this. It was a lead item on Drudge before the program started. You can't find it on Drudge now. So I don't know if it's taken down because it's been denied or what have you, or if it's just so outrageous or I have no idea. But it's not possible for Democrats to jump the shark. That's my whole point. It isn't possible for that to happen. Here's what she said. I believe, I don't know if I've got the soundbite of this or not. Let me just read it, and if I do have it, I'll find it and play it for you. But here's what she said. She said, I believe that any one of our candidates will stand in stark contrast when it comes to the priorities of the American people and how they're going to make their decision on who they're going to vote for president. To any of these Republican candidates. Republicans are trying to outright wing each other. Look, between the 15 Republican candidates who are left, all of them are out trying to out-Trump Donald Trump by saying, yeah, let's kick women. Let's kick them and immigrants out of this country. Let's take away health care from women. Yeah, I think any of the candidates on our side of the aisle will be chosen and eventually selected as the 45th president of the United States because of that contrast. You think that some of these Lena Dunham types are not going to believe that? They're not only, even if they don't believe it, they're going to join the chorus and say it because these people know that there are Democrat voters who will believe it. And they'll spread the word on Twitter. It'll become a whole Twitter theme. Republicans want to kick women. By all rights, the war on women is as silly as this, isn't it? The idea that a whole political party is at war with over half the population. And yet they've made that stick. So, if you've already established that the Republicans are engaged in a war on women, then isn't it natural that the Republicans want to kick all the women out of the country along with all the illegal immigrants? If you are a mind-numbed, robot, brain-dead, low-information, typical average Democrat, and you already believe the impossible, you already believe some of the craziest, wacko things in the world that none of us can believe they believe, why would they not believe this? Well, okay, right. Even Republicans need women, and Republicans like women. So how does the war on women work then? You denying to me that the war on women works for these people as a fundraiser technique or as a scare tactic technique? It's no different. It's no different than the way the Democrats used to always tell senior citizens the Republicans were going to kick them out of their homes. Who would believe that? And they did buy. Well, it's not that they bought it. It's they couldn't take the chance. So they had to vote Democrat to assure themselves, because they knew the Democrats wouldn't kick them out of their homes. Maybe they didn't really believe the Republicans would, but they couldn't take the chance of voting Republican. That's how it works. Anyway, I'm just saying, 20 years ago, something like this, we would have the biggest laugh. And we still could. But it's a sobering thing, because we can. I mean, I can envision the idiots that believe this. The Julias, by the way, remember that ad that Obama ran? This Julia woman who can't get out of bed every day without a government program, and can't leave her government apartment every day without a government transportation card, and can't eat every day without her government food stamp, and can't get back home without her government transportation card, and can't tend to her 5 flowers in her little garden without some sort of government program. And they ran an ad promoting that kind of lifestyle. We thought, this is a great ad. They're telling everybody they want the government to totally run their lives. And then we find out that a whole lot of Democrat women thought it was a great ad, that it really captured them and their lives. Look at, folks, it just illustrates even why there's no common ground to be had here. And there's no grabbing these people, theoretically, figuratively by the shoulders and saying, hey, wake up, wake up, wake up. These people are to be defeated and rendered in the minority.